Hello, and welcome to the Cup Ringside. Well, we put the real and the T in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And, well, we give you the best seat in the house on all things WWE. I am the girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Her. And I am just drinking on a little water here because hydration is important. And yeah, I have my cup mug as well. Ooh, panel full of cup mug. Panel full of cup mug. Ear. Royal Rumble edition. Period. And you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanajuicecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup merch. Period.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brook, and as you can see, I've been screaming a lot this weekend, although my voice is actually not that bad. Hi, everybody. It's Brook, and I'm passionate about pop culture. And you know what else I'm passionate about? Indianapolis, because I was at the Royal Rumble this weekend in the terrace of most terrace seats in that stadium. But you know what? Just because I was in the rafters does not mean I did not have a fantastic time. I'm nursing my sore throat from screeching with this generic bottle of water. I don't feel like doing the sound clip. But I'm just gonna say I don't want to get too much into it yet, but this was some of the best money I have ever spent in my entire life. I have made a series of memories that I will never forget, and getting to witness one of the biggest shocks in the history of the Royal Rumble for most of us, I suppose, was insane. And we'll talk about it when we get there, but I just want to say it was an incredible experience, other than the Uber who left us stranded in the cold. So
I mean, you gotta have some bad with the great. Like you had a great experience, but you have to have some bad with the great. But y'all, Royal Rumble is in the books. We had it, we saw it, and speaking for me and probably this entire panel, we loved it. It was really good. It was really great. Before we jump into it, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button on this channel here, and so, you know, we need to gain our subscribers and do what we do. So subscribe to this channel and subscribe to all of our other channels. All the links of the other channels will be in the description below. Follow us on our audio podcast links. That's also down below if you need to check us out on the go, as well as our Patreon. You want to join our Patreon because we have a lot of stuff coming down the road that is going to be very exciting, very fun, and it's across all four of our channels. So you get to experience a little bit of something from everything. So definitely join our Patreon. It's going to be heating up very, very soon. So you definitely want to be a part of that. Let's get into it. Royal Rumble. It was yesterday. We saw it. We loved it. It was so good. I mean, I'm trying to think of other words to describe how great it was, but it was really, really, really good. We had a few surprises, not as many as I thought we would have. I thought we would have a whole lot more surprises, but we didn't, and that was okay. We had a few surprises. We had a few shocking moments. We had some very crazy, wild, like, was that supposed to happen moments, some holy crap, oh my God, oh, whoop moments. And then to top it off, we just had elation. It was just all of the feels that I felt. I'm sure you probably felt them 10 times more, 100 times more being in the arena. But watching it from home, I was literally screaming in my room, jumping up and down, bouncing on my bed, like, oh my God. Like, it was so good to watch. And I have not felt like that we've had some really good pay-per-views, but this one, it's just really, really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something that might be a little controversial, and maybe this is just me.
Mm-hmm.
The movie was really good, personally. I think there was a definitive low point on this evening.
Mm-hmm.
When we talk about it, but outside of that, I think this was a really, really fun show. And I will say, personally, being there, I am biased, I'll admit, but having the opportunity to experience it live was really unique. Because the really cool thing about it is there's always going to be like that 7 to 6 second tape delay, right? From being in the arena versus being at home. So when like Joe Hendry comes out in the men's Royal Rumble, I freak out, obviously. And then by the time I'm calmed down, I'm like, oh my God, everyone around the world is freaking out like right about now. Like there's like that little thought of process comes to me. And I like getting to participate in the live countdowns during this is such a unique experience. But oh my God, we'll talk about it when we talk about these matches because I really just want to get into this card because such a fun time to talk about for me. I get to talk about everything. I'm so excited. I just let's just do
Let's
it.
just get into it. Let's just get into it because it was fun. It was fun. So the Royal Rumble, it happened. It was good. And the women's Royal Rumble match started us off. It kicked it off for us. We're going to talk about that for a while because, oh my gosh. I think the women's Royal Rumble match had the most surprises than the men's, more than the men's. But a lot of them we called here on this on our prediction show. If you check out our predictions show, we'll put it up right now. But if you check out our predictions, a lot of them we called. Like we called Jordan Grace being there, even though she tried to fake us out.
What a liar. Okay.
Even though she tried to fake us out,
she said
she's going to her mom's house
for her birthday. Liar.
We were like, and all of us was like, yeah, she's going there. And I was like, we were like, I still think it's a.
I believed her. I was dumb and I believed her.
You believed her.
And I wanted to believe her. I will never trust a word out of her mouth ever again.
Me and Wes was not fully believing Jordan Grace was going to not be there. And so when her music hit, I was like, I knew it. I knew it.
So we were talking, like I was sitting beside my friend Trent, and we were just talking about all the people that were like coming out. And right when she came out, it was right after Natalia came out, and the last surprise entrant before that had been like Jada Parker, and then before that there hadn't been one for a minute. Right. So like we're probably due for a surprise sometime soon. And then Jordan Grace comes out. We both collectively lose our minds because we're both TNA fans.
Right.
And, like the screeching, and it was not just a happy screech. We were both yelling and calling her a liar from the stands.
It was so much fun. I was like, and she, first of all, looks great. Love the haircut. Love the new hair, girl. 888. But she
the blonde, though.
The blonde, the blonde, bob. Like, I was like, work, mama. She ate that up. And so I was like, okay, loving that. But then she comes out and I'm like, okay, liar. We see you, liar. But liar. We love it. We love it liar. For you, liar. But we love that. It was a good moment.
Some of the other people I want to highlight real quick. Coming in at number 25 for the 25th anniversary of her debut, Trish Stratus.
In her debut outfit. Come on.
When she came out, because I saw some jokes online, it's like, it's the 25th anniversary of here. What if she's number 25 tonight? I didn't pay attention to any of that. Because you know what? WWE never gives us nice things.
Right.
She comes out, the entire stadium loses their mind. The guy in front of us turns around, he goes, she was my crush in high school. And I'm like, yeah, you and probably about a ton
million of other people, a million other little boys love Trish Stratus. But yeah. But the pop she got was amazing, but the pop of the night went to Alexa Bliss, who came back, and I was so excited because number one, I called it, And number 2, I picked her to win, which that was very annoying for me.
She got screwed.
I was like, they could have let her stay a little bit longer than that. Like, come on.
She should have been number 30.
She should have been number 30. She should have been number 30 because number 30 was just Nikki Bella, and I'm like, I'm not that impressed. But all right, sure, great.
Maybe it's just me, but Trent. Trent's here while I'm recording. He's just in the background, and he just texted me and he said, "See, Alexa was my high school crush."
See, I mean, absolutely. Alexa was a lot of people's high school crushes too. Like, let's not be real. Yeah. Let's be real. She was. But yeah, she should have been 30. She should have been 30. 100% should have been 30.
When we got to 30, right? I looked in the ring and like Bianca and Naomi were both down. So I was like, okay, I guess it's not going to be Jade then.
Right.
So at that point, I looked over. I was like, and we had been talking about it all day as like a joke about AJ Lee coming back at 30 just for the one-off. I was just like, AJ Lee, you can look, but you can't touch. I was like,
I mean, a lot of people I was watching, I was like, it's probably Becky Lynch. That will probably be what it is, which I wouldn't have been super mad at, but I'm like, it would make sense. It's probably Becky Lynch, and it is what it is. And then it was, you can't look, but you, and I was like,
okay.
I would have rather it's been Becky Lynch. I'm gonna be honest. I would have rather it been Becky Lynch at that point, but whatever. Alexa, though, let's get back to who I was talking about originally. Alexa, though, that girly, first of all, outfit was fire. Fire. I love the Fiend Forever on the jacket. All the Fiend little symbols on her outfit. Loved the skirt, took it off, gave us her Alexa Bliss shorts like she always. I thought the 2 pigtails, she looked so good. She looked like she had never missed a day. And I was like, I love her, missed her. You never know how much you miss somebody until they're actually gone. And I was like, you know what? I actually missed Alexa Bliss on my screens. And I'm glad she's back. Hopefully she'll be around a little bit long, a little more.
Yeah, she's apparently back. First time in 2 years we've seen her. Crowd was loving every bit of it. We figured we were going to get some surprises. I mean, it's the Royal Rumble, so
absolutely.
But we thought she'd be coming back soon, but the dirt sheets had reported the day before that, they didn't seem like they were going to have it by the Rumble. So we were hopeful, but not really expecting it. And I think that's why the pop was so loud. We gave her a pretty good welcome back chance, I'd like to think. Also, I'm going to be biased. I think we were a pretty good crowd.
Y'all were a decent crowd. I will say.
We're not France. We're not Puerto Rico.
You're not France. You're not Lyon. But I will say Indianapolis was a decent crowd to watch on television because I know it's the difference being in there and watching on television. And it's certain things like I'm like, when you're in there, you think you're doing a whole lot, and then you go watch it back and you're like, oh no, I was kind of dead. But
we were loud for a lot of it, but then there would be times I'm like, damn, we're kind of quiet right now. We could be louder for this. Like, especially during the tag match. We could have been way louder during that tag match. Yeah. I mean, not that there was much to be loud about.
We'll get to that. But
we also had 5 people from NXT show up in the Women's Royal Rumble,
which I was very happy about.
Including your NXT Women's Champion Julia, Stephanie Vicaire, and Jada Parker, Lash Legend, and Roxanne Perez.
Yep, all of them did great.
All of them did really well. Special shout outs to Lash Legend because Lordy girl showed up. She was doing all of her spots. That vertical suplex that she hit stunned me. It was very impressive. I love her to death. And we'll talk about Roxanne later because I'm assuming we kind of have to. But I want to talk about my biggest gripe with this entire match because
before we get into the negative, because I don't want to get to the negative before I do my last positive. Well, my positive. I don't have a really major. But my favorite spot, and call me biased, I don't care, is the moment with Bianca, Lash, Naomi, and Jada all meeting in the ring. Was like, you know what? Happy Black History Month, period, pop. And then Chelsea Green walking her butt in the middle, like, hey, y'all, what's up? I was like, see, this is so typical. White women just can't let black folks have nothing. We can't have our own space for nothing without a white, y'all seen that TikTok, black people, we're never in a moment. We're never alone. And because there's always a white woman there to take your spot, just to jump in your space. That was Chelsea Green. I loved it though, because I thought it was hilarious. But I loved that moment, first of all, just because Happy Black History Month. Second of all, I thought it was just a good moment to have those 4 women come together. And then Chelsea ruined it like, hey, y'all. I thought that was so funny. It was just a good moment. And then Chelsea getting eliminated by Piper. I could not. That was so poetic. I could not have laughed even louder. That was
love the spot with the secret Hervis. That's my girl. But I will say Chelsea Green was one of the best parts of this entire match.
She was funny.
Everything she did,
She was hilarious.
Also want to give special shout outs to Maxine Dupree. Getting hers back on Ivy Nile. Love to see it. Especially since I think Ivy's probably about to win the IC title at some point in the future. I think she'd be a great
She deserves it. She deserves it.
She deserves some love. Maxine was literally only in the ring for 1:20, but she made the most of her time. Also, Ivy eliminated Lyra really early, which was kind of shocking, to be honest.
That's up that referee.
And also, BFAB may have been the first person eliminated in this match, but during her time, she did very good. She did very good. Period. Someone has to be the first person out.
Yes.
Now I want to talk about the spot that annoyed the crap out of me.
Sure.
Which was the 6-person elimination of Io Sky, Stephanie Vicaire, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Liv Morgan, all of that. Like that whole mess.
That bothered me.
It really bothered me.
That bothered me so much.
It was, I believe it was just the people I just named. I know Stephanie Vicaire was the first person, and Liv was the last person. Okay.
Yep.
So it was a 5-person elimination, all of them done by Nia Jax, allegedly. Although Stephanie Vicaire definitely fell before Nia got over there, but whatever. Talk about deflating the end of this match.
Yep.
I'll be honest.
Yep.
If it wasn't gonna be Charlotte, we pretty much figured it had to be Io. Like, she was the only other logical person that made sense here to me, I think. I picked her, So when I see Io and Stephanie and Naomi and Bianca and Liv and all of them are just over the top, Roxanne was over there too. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh God, something's about to happen. And I'm not looking forward to it. And then Nia Jax comes over there and gets all of them out. And it wasn't even a good spot. Like, if it was one of those, like, they're all on the apron and the Nia just, like, runs and bumps the rope and it knocks them all off or something like that, I wouldn't have minded. But half of them were just, like, hanging by the rope.
Right.
And, like, trying to hang back and climb back up. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, I didn't like
and
that.
Also, they played with Io in this match. Have her come out at number 1, do a really great job. Iron Woman, her and Liv, made it very deep in this match for 1 and 2. And then have her just not go out that early, not even make the final 4. I was not happy with that in the slightest. Also, I think this might be my single least favorite final 4 in any of the women's rumbles, in terms of like who was in it. Because Nikki Bella is in the final 4 of this match. She did literally nothing in this match other than eliminate Bayley.
Right.
Again, no shade to Nikki Bella. I do not blame you for booking. It's just, why are you in the final 4 when Liv was just world champ 3 weeks ago, when the NXT women's champ made it deep in this match, Julia, when Bayley is in this match and she's having a feud with Roxanne, any of them could have made the final 4 over her. I mean, hell, Bianca and Naomi are tag team champions. They could have made the final 4. I don't know, maybe Io was the other person people thought had a chance to win, and she should have made the final 4, but whatever. So Nikki Bella gets tossed pretty quick, and then it's Nia, Roxanne, and Charlotte. And I'm like, well, obviously Charlotte's winning this match.
Absolutely.
There was nothing else we could say about it, because as much as I love Roxanne, they're not going to give it to Roxanne. And Nia was literally world champ 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Like, obviously, it's not going to be either of them. So when it comes down to it, it was one of the most boring, predictable final 4s in the history of the Rumble.
Absolutely.
congrats to Charlotte. I'm not happy about the outcome because, I didn't think she needed it.
She didn't need it. She doesn't deserve it, honestly. Right now, you come back from 2 years and you automatically get a shot to main event WrestleMania. What happened to being at the back of the line like everybody else? Like they like to say, go to the back of the line. It's not for her. She got a
and that's
Disney
why
badge.
I thought Io should have won this match, because the big thing for me is what they've been doing here lately is like the final like 6 or 7 in the Women's Rumble get to have the Elimination Chamber match, and the winner goes on to the title match at Mania. And like if Charlotte won the Elimination Chamber and that's how she got her title match at Mania, cool. I just don't think, especially considering this is her second Women's Rumble win. And I don't really think she needed the first. I really don't think she needed the first one. I actually like this one more, believe it or not. But I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Here's my thing. Who wants to see a Elimination Chamber if we're going to go by that order? Because is Nikki Bella going to be in an Elimination Chamber?
No, they're not doing this.
Not. We don't want. She's not going to be there.
If it was the final 7, not counting Charlotte, who were in that Elimination Chamber, according to the elimination order, it would be Liv Morgan, Julia, which I'm here, Bailey, still here, Nikki Bella, Roxanne Perez, and Nia Jax. I think at that point they would probably just put an Io instead of Nikki, because I don't think Nikki would come back for an Elimination Chamber. But I mean, again, it just makes more sense for Charlotte to lose and qualify through the chamber for me. I don't know. But I mean, I'm not fuming mad, because I mean, I'm not going to be mad when the thing I expect to happen happens.
Right.
Because I mean, granted, I picked Io, I predicted Io, but that was more wishful thinking than anything. I kind of figured.
I mean, like mine was Alexa. By the way, everybody, for the predictions, we all tied, so we all won, and we just canceled each other out. I mean, literally all of us, including Lewis, who y'all didn't see, who sent us later their predictions later. We all literally got 2 things right.
Yeah. So also, Wes wanted it to be known that this is the single maddest he's ever been about technically winning the predictions.
He didn't. He
said we tied, but like he's counting us all as winners here. He said this is the maddest he's ever been about technically winning the predictions, because this required him to have a Charlotte Flair win to tie with all of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was, and also nobody wanted that.
The crowd did not like it. I can tell you that. We were pretty mixed on it, all things considered. We were all in for Roxanne when we got down to the Final Four. We wanted it to be Roxanne because, I mean, most of us like Roxanne. I like Roxanne.
I like Roxanne.
She also broke the record for the longest time in a Women's Rumble, so congrats to Roxanne for that. Nia broke the single elimination record.
Right.
Dubiously, because I don't think she got that elimination on Stephanie Vaquer, but whatever. But yeah, not the best part of the show for me. But
what we did see and what we have to talk about, we saw some pretty good gears walking down that ring. So let's talk about our ring gear of the night real quick, because it came from this match. I don't care what nobody say. It came from this match.
It's undisputable to me. Undisputable.
And who would that be for you?
Zelina Vega. Girl came out as a walking Divas championship.
Yeah.
Literally a walking Divas championship.
The wings.
It's nobody close. I love you, Alexa. I love you.
It was good.
It's Zelina Vega.
Zelina was good. And you know what? I'm going to give props to Charlotte, because Charlotte came back and she looked phenomenal. That red, those sparkle with the red, amazing. And I knew she was winning when they gave her pyro in her entrance. I was like, okay, she won. Okay, period. But yeah, I was like, these women did not come to play. Alexa looked great. Trish looked great. Charlotte looked great. But Zelina ate. She kind of ate. I was here for it. I was like, okay, work.
See, this is what happens when you escape the LWO vortex. You suddenly have better ring gear.
I mean, to be fair, Zelina always has really, really good ring gear at PLEs.
I'm just being shady.
I know, she'd be really good. But yeah, Charlotte wins. Congratulations to Charlotte. It is what it is. We expected it.
She's probably challenging Tiffany, right? Is that where we're with that?
You think Tiffany?
I just do not need Charlotte Rhea at WrestleMania for a third time.
I don't need it again either, honestly, to be fair. I would rather see her challenge Tiffany. Mm-hmm. That would be even better unless they let Nia win Elimination Chamber. If Nia wins Elimination Chamber, then she's challenging Rhea. If Nia doesn't win Elimination Chamber, then she probably could challenge Tiffany, and I would be okay with that.
I am now banking on an Io Sky Chamber win.
Which Io Rhea, I'm here for, honestly.
If that is my best outcome for Mania at this point, is Io winning the chamber and challenging Rhea, I am fine with that because I do not need Charlotte Rhea 3 at Mania. I am over. I am done.
I feel you. Let us move on because, yes. There are two out of 3 falls match against DIY versus Machine Gun. I really like this match. But I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I liked it. But it wasn't. You know what? Let me be honest. No, I didn't like this match. I didn't really like this match.
Neither did I.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like this match. I thought this match was typical and predictable up until the end. Even then, I was like, okay.
So Street Profits are now a tweener team? Question mark.
They're trying to turn heel. They're trying to turn heel. But see, here's the thing. The last time they wanted Street Profits to turn heel, the audience didn't go for it. The audience was like, nah, we still like them. And I think that's going to be a problem again. I don't think anybody's going to be that mad that they gave DIY the championship back and Machine Gun. Like, I don't think they're going to be mad because they like, of course, you don't like neither one of them, but you want to get the people back who came after you, and the people who came after you is DIY. So yeah, you let them keep the belts so you can go after them and take it from them. I ain't that mad. I don't really care. I mean, I like Machine Gun, but I ain't really that invested in them. Like, oh my God, you screwed over Machine Gun. Like, oh my God, no. I'm like, okay, you did what you had to do. So look, you know me, I ain't gonna never be mad at the Street Profits. I ain't gonna never hate the Street Profits. Ain't nothing you can do to make me hate the Street Profits.
Neither will I. I think this match was really boring, I'll be honest. And it has nothing to do with the teams here. They're great. I actually think the 2 out of 3 falls hindered this matchup a lot because Tommaso Ciampa gets a pin 3 minutes in with a high knee. What was that? I will admit, I had to watch the replay this morning because I went to the bathroom towards the end of this match, if that tells you anything. I missed the ending. But we saw the Skull and Bones and we saw the second pin. So I saw everything from the first to the second pin last night in the arena and then the back end afterwards. The ending was cool. I'm happy that the Profits are still involved in all of this. But quite frankly, this match was kind of boring. This was my low point of the entire card. We were dead in the arena for it. Not going to lie. Not going to pretend like we weren't. I love the Guns. I love DIY. But being 100% honest, there wasn't much to like about this match. Skull and Bones is still a cool tag finish. But, like, other than that, I hope this leads to, like, a triple threat tag in the near future because I think all the teams are great. But honestly, I was hoping that Pretty Deadly would come out and cost DIY the tag belts.
I was hoping that too. I was hoping we'd get Pretty Deadly come out to go after them, and then Street Profits come out, and it goes back and forth. And in the end, DIY still wins. Like, you know what I mean?
So we also discovered something very important on this trip this weekend. Discovered that Wes is not a Pretty Deadly fan. So the 3 of us were torturing him by doing the yes boy at the start of his theme the entire weekend. Just for the record. So I'm hoping Wes sees this episode just so he gets one more before the end of the weekend. Yes boy.
Yes boy.
Exactly. Yeah, not my fave. I hope this doesn't discourage them from putting more tag title matches on pay-per-view, though. It was nice to see it at least.
It was. And they didn't even make him a thing to say End Steel. Like, they didn't even give him an official poster for End Steel. So I was like, that's kind of telling. That's kind of telling. And I don't know. I hope they will do a I hope they would do more tag teams. And it was fine. It was just like you said. I think the 2 out of 3 falls might have been its downfall, but it was all right. I'm glad the Street Fighters are back, and I can't wait to hope to see what happens on Friday with this. And yeah, but I think I did a pretty good job for not having a and Steel poster because it looks good.
You did great. You did really good.
But we keep it moving to the Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes ladder match. Brooke, take it away.
So I will say something before I get into my feelings on this match. This is a very, very good match. Second best match of Cody's title reign. I think the only thing that beats it is his first match with AJ at the beginning of the reign. So there are 2 problems I have with this match, and everything else was great. The Carnage was beautiful. The Fisherman Buster that Kevin hit on Cody off that ladder, I legit thought Kevin got a concussion. Because of the way he was selling. And now, granted, when Sammy came out, I was like, okay, we're fine. We're doing great. That Alabama Slam might be the single most disgusting thing I have seen on TV. Not in TV, in person. I saw it in person. That I've seen in months on programming, which would later be beaten later on tonight by something that happened in the Men's Rumble, I'll be honest. But I have 2 knocks to this match. Okay. One, I've discovered I hate crowd brawling.
Yes.
Because I never really thought about it like this, but it's really just punch, 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 walk, 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 punch, 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 walk, 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 walk. With the one breakup being Cody throwing Kevin throwing Cody into the camera, which was fun. But it's kind of hard to see them in the arena. I've never been in a stadium where they've done crowd brawling before, so it was kind of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing is I hated the ending. Not the outcome, the outcome, the ending. Because Cody hits Kevin with the Alabama Slam through the ladder. Nuts, right?
Wow.
Goes, slowly climbs into the ring, climbs up the ladder, spends like 30 seconds on the top of the ladder, and then unhooks the title. I legit thought someone was missing their cue. Like, I was like, Sammy, are you supposed to be like interfering in this? Is like Randy Orton supposed to be coming down or something? I legit thought someone was screwing up.
You know what I think happened? I think Kevin was actually hurt. And I think he was supposed to come back and break that up. But that match had to end because Kevin was legit hurt and couldn't get back in there.
It wouldn't surprise me. But just wherever all the ladders were, I think it was kind of planned that way.
I mean, I think it was planned for where the ladders were, but I think the way he hit, because watching it on television, the way he hit it and the way Kevin's head bounced off that ladder, I think he legit could not get back in there to finish his match. And Cody was trying to stall, thinking he would come in and break it up. But I think that match was supposed to go on a little bit longer, but I don't think Kevin could actually legit
felt
get
like
in there.
It could have been the finish, and I didn't mind it. It's just it took so long. It deflated the ending. I also hated the Cody posing on the announce table bit and like all of that crap at the end. Like where he like gets up over Kevin and like holds up both belts. I was like, dude, I get it. You won. Now you're milking it, and it's just not entertaining for me, I'll be honest. Again, match was great. I had no problems with this match in terms other than the 2 things I just said. Match was fantastic. And getting to watch some of these. Did you not put the picture in?
I thought I did. You know what? Did I? I'm gonna check and see if I went somewhere else with it. Go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, I just didn't really like the ending. Again, I stand by what I said. I still think Kevin should have won this match. Cody winning is not offensive to me in any way. So
right,
it is what it is.
I personally, I enjoyed this match. I really did. I enjoyed everything about this match. I enjoyed the. I liked the. I didn't even mind Cody posing over Kevin Owens because as much as Kevin Owens has been such a like horrible. He's just been horrible the entire time, this whole time leading up to this match. He's been horrible. And so I think Cody posing over him kind of made me go, something you deserve. Mm-hmm. You deserve that. You deserve that moment. You deserve to be, have that moment of, see, I got you. Like, I think Cody deserved that moment. And I didn't put it in there. So there he is. But I think that moment was perfectly fine for Cody to have the posing, because why not? He, Kevin's been, like, all the way up until this point, Kevin was getting the best of Cody. The best of them. The whole time, the build up, it was always Kevin getting the best of Cody. So now it was that moment at the end where it's for Cody to go, see, I told you. I told you. Once we get into this ring, I told you. I'm not that dude y'all playing with. I told you. So I didn't mind that. I still think, I agree with you. I still think Kevin should have won. It would have made this a whole lot to see Cody have to start this chase over again, but make it this chase with Kevin and be a different kind of feud. I would have loved to see it. And like we said, even if Cody got it back before Mania, I wouldn't have been that mad with it at all. Mm-hmm. But I would have loved to see Kevin, what Kevin would have done and had it, and it would have been fine. But the match was great. Mm-hmm. The match was, I believed it. They sold it. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was a really, really good match.
One of the best matches in Cody's reign so far.
Absolutely.
I really think the only match that beats it is his first match.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, good stuff from both of them. But now
let's get to the main event.
Main event is very fitting here, isn't it?
Let's get to the main event of it all.
Okay. I know we don't normally start with the outcome, but I kind of feel like we have to, because what the actual hell happened on this day? Lana, look at me right now.
Period. Can I just say, nobody on this panel, nobody wanted, nope. And I said it, I felt it, I called it. JEY USO. Mwah! Oh!
When I tell you that this was in the arena, right? There was like an atmosphere to this match, right?
Yes.
And one of the things that I will say is that you could kind of feel the vibe shift when Punk got eliminated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, okay, we'll see this morning. Okay, cool.
Right.
Cool, right? And I looked over to Trent and I saw the three of them that were left, Logan Paul, Cena,
right.
JEY USO. And I'm like, oh my God, I think JEY USO is winning this match. Oh my God, I think JEY USO is winning this match. Because I thought it was Logan Paul was going to be the last person eliminated, because they like having that whole heel face dynamic in the end. And Logan gets out, and I'm like, they wouldn't have Jay make it to the final two just to lose to Cena. No. Oh my God. And what ends up happening when they're on the apron, I'm like, he's literally going to super kick him, and then he's going to win this match. And of course, it went a little bit longer than that.
He super kicked him, and he still didn't fall. And I was like, oh, shoot.
Let me tell you, in the arena, when it gets picked up for the AA, slides out the back and shoves Cena off the apron, there was like a momentary pause in time. I was like, and then the chants happened. I am so beyond thrilled for this outcome. Let's be real. This is the biggest upset in Royal Rumble history. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It's an upset. I'm stoked. I am stoked to have been wrong. Yeet. But everyone in the arena was feeling it. I do not know a single person in that arena who was mad. Unless they put money on Punk. Sorry. But there's something special about this time to be a wrestling fan. About who knows what's going to happen. Because now, I mean, he's probably going to challenge Gunther, just based on what he was saying in the post show.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell is going to happen now? Where's Cena going? Is he fighting Orton? Will Orton even be back in time for Mania? Is Cena going to fight like Roman again?
Is Cena winning the Elimination Chamber?
And going to fight Cody?
And fight Cody?
What about Punk? What is Punk doing? Is Punk fighting Seth? Is Seth fighting Roman?
Is it Seth Cody? Is it Seth CM Punk Roman? What is it? Because
I literally could not tell you. Like, and also, as much as this is going to pain me to admit, I'm kind of curious what's going to happen with Logan Paul now, too. So, like, after everything that happened in, like, the final, like, 10 people in this match, so much has happened. And the winner is Jey Uso. Also, quick shout to the people who were getting angry on Twitter about this. Let me remind you, you got mad. I saw a tweet. I don't remember who posted it, so I can't give you credit. So I'm going to have to steal your thing. I apologize. You got mad when Zack Ryder got himself over and didn't get pushed. You got mad when Bobby Roode got himself over and didn't get pushed. You got mad when Rusev and Aiden English got over and didn't get pushed.
Yep.
He got himself over and he's getting pushed. Why are you mad?
Haters.
You're just like, pissed because Punk didn't win. Okay. And like, right. I love Phil. Big fan. But he might get it next time. He doesn't have to be his moment just because he thinks it's his moment.
He might win Elimination Chamber. He can still get there. It's not like the main event is one match anymore. Yeah. It's 2 nights. It's 2 main events. He could still get there. Yeah. So relax, calm down. Okay. Jey Uso winning this. Yeet. Baby was everything. I screamed. So I recorded myself reacting to how my live reaction to Jey Uso winning. It was just like, well, not the live. It was like as soon as it was over and I was screaming, I hit the record so I could just react to that moment. It was so crazy. I felt so proud because, man, he deserved it. They have been
actual reaction to Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble.
Literally go on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, Lady J78, and you will see my video. It's crazy screaming. A lot of people are watching it. I'm like, wow, it's almost more than a lot of videos I ever post. But that's nothing to get into. It's a lot. Everybody's reacting because it's just such a good. People are happy. This is giving me Kofi Mania all over again. This is when we knew Kofi was going to the world, to main event Mania, and how it felt. I'm so excited for Yeet Mania. I don't care what anybody says. You can be mad all you want. CM Punk is gonna be fine. CM Punk is gonna always have the CM Punk fans behind him. CM Punk will always have a chance to have a Mania moment. Jey Uso, though, this man had this company on his back all year. He is the most, he wrestled the most in 2024. He wrestled the most on television. He was on house shows. He never got injured this year. He's been riding this company. He is the most over. He sells the most merch. He is doing. And this was what they should have paid him with. This moment was what he deserved. So you can stay mad all you want, but it ain't gonna change the fact that Jey Uso is going to WrestleMania. Jey Uso is the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble winner, a champion, as they like to put it on the thing. Royal Rumble champion, period. And when he was on that apron with John Cena and he hit them with that super kick and John Cena held on, I was like, John's finna win it. Okay, got it. John's finna win it. Not mad because John Cena is John Cena. So,
but not mad. When he got him in the position for the AA and he didn't just send it, that's when I knew. Yeah. Right then. I was like, oh, Jay's about to win. Because there's this thing, watch this. This is a surefire way to determine whether John Cena will be hitting the AA, okay? unless it is at the very end of a match and it's a long, lengthy feud and he wants to sell it, or he's doing the double person spot like he did in this match.
When he put it up
quickly. Okay? Yeah, if he doesn't just immediately drop you, something's happening. Jay slid out the back. I thought Cena was going to turn around and do a super kick, but I like the organicness of the
just pushing him. And John Cena landing like, oh.
And then crowd goes crazy. Okay, I love Jay. I'm really happy for Jay. But there was so much else to talk about in this match. I just want to get that out of the way.
I do want to get that out.
I'm so excited.
Okay, number one for me, though, I want to say, I was very shocked to see Roman Reigns come in at 16. I was like, I didn't think Roman was coming into 20-something because I felt like what they did, they brought him in at 16, and then it was like Roman, and then it was Drew, and then it was CM Punk, and then it was Seth, and it was that cluster was such an it was so good moment. It was such a good moment to see that. I was like, oh, that was when you were super excited. But I didn't think he was coming out so early, but I was pleasantly surprised and happy. And I liked the way they, brought everybody in. It was kind of good. And then I just thought it was really good. Then the Braun Breaker and the Joe Hendrys and all of them mixed in that.
What we are not going to gloss over is my man Joe Hendry.
I was just putting him in the mix of all of that.
I know.
It was really good.
Yeah. Something I really would talk about before we get into the surprise entries, because there weren't that many. But the opening sequence of being Ray and Penta, super cool.
Love that.
And I looked over to my friends and said Chad Gable's going to be number 3.
Yep.
Because the whole Lucha thing.
The Lucha thing. Yeah.
Chad comes out at 3. And then Mello at 4 and Santos at 5.
Santos at 5, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess Mello's about as close to being a lucha as you could be without being a lucha. So I'll give
absolutely.
It to him. Yeah. So I loved this entire opening sequence.
Me too.
Penta definitely had both of his feet touch the floor. And I guarantee you that because we thought in the arena that both of his feet hit the floor.
I thought watching it home.
And then after we got out, I went frame by frame on that stuff. Both of his feet definitely hit the floor, but he Iron Man. He was the guy that had the most amount of time in this match. So I will be fine with it because, we repping the merch today.
Period.
Yeah. So great opening sequence.
Yes.
I feel really, really bad for Akira Tozawa. Because he posted something on Twitter that made me really sad.
Me too. I saw that.
This is the first time he's even got an entrance at the Royal Rumble. He's never been in a Rumble. He's been in this company for almost 10 years. Never been in a Rumble. And then I know this is storyline.
I know,
but
I show speed
to the Miz or something. Like someone who's done the Rumble enough and missing here.
I show speed.
I have no problems with Speed being in the match. I think Speed added a lot to this for the brief amount of time he was there. It's going to get them a lot of social media buzz and a lot of clicks. And he didn't overstay his welcome.
No, he didn't.
It's fine. He got an elimination on Otis, with one breaker. With that, also the sell he did on that spear, incredible. He sold that fall-away slam from Otis really well after he got eliminated too. So I was really happy with that for Speed. I think he was a fine addition in the list of celebrity entrants to the Royal Rumble. Cool. But man, I feel for Tozawa. I wish it was anybody else that had already been in the Rumble before. Hell, you could have made it I don't know, I think the Miz was probably the best choice to do this too. But what have you. Miz didn't do much in this match. So the other thing I want to talk about is, of course, Joe Hendry. So the entire time before he came out, every intro I would go to Trey and be like, it's going to be Joe Hendry. It's going to be Joe Hendry. It's going to be Joe Hendry. And when Joe Hendry finally comes out, the only person that got a bigger pop last night was Alexa. And we are screeching in the stadium. I was very happy to see that all of the people there knew the entire song and not just the beginning. Good job. Good job, Indianapolis. Sheamus saying, I was enjoying that. We didn't get to hear it in the stadium, but I thought it was fun. But just him hitting the standing ovation, love seeing that. I love Joe. I'm really excited he got this opportunity. I think he should have eliminated Miz here, but whatever. But then the single most satisfying moment in a match full of satisfying moments for me, even more than Jey Uso winning this match, was when at number 21, not only do I see a returning AJ Styles, but I hear a returning AJ Styles with his old theme music.
I was so thankful because his new one, trash. Trash.
Trash.
I was so glad we got They Don't Want None. They Don't Want None.
And understand what they
period. Right. I was like, thank you, God.
AJ Styles is coming back. And he's only been gone since October, it's felt longer. And quite frankly, any amount of time where I don't have any amount of AJ Styles is too long for me. He is my GOAT. So I was very happy to see him here. I can't tell if he's a face or a heel anymore. Because he came back when he had that one match in October, he was a face, and then he's gone again, and he kind of wrestled as a face during the opening, but then there was also that one segment where he was working with Drew and Finn. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope he's a face because I think I just want to cheer him for the rest of his life, openly and in peace. But yay! I was really happy he was here, and he also eliminated LA Knight. So
yeah.
But yeah, I want to talk about the final 6 or 7 in this match. I think 6. When we get the brawl between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, right? They're scrapping, they're squaring off. They're about to eliminate each other. Punk comes up from behind and eliminates them both. And then Logan Paul eliminates CM Punk. First off, no one in my friend group was happy about the Logan Paul eliminating Punk thing. We were all pissed. Even if Punk didn't win, but we just wish it was anybody but Logan Paul. He just texted me and said, Logan Paul, I will kill you with my bare hands. Can't say Logan Paul. But the brawl with Seth and Roman and Punk at ringside, Seth stomped Roman with both feet.
Super stomp.
Seth, I think, fully turned heel here. Maybe he'll finally be interesting again. I really liked the brawl. I was into the brawl.
I was like, how can you have a main event match at WrestleMania without being the main event match at WrestleMania? You take Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, and you tell them to fight. And that is a quality that is the main event worthy without being the main event. People will be sad to see those three just go at it. Now, if you want to take the CM Punk out of this equation, you can. Because I think Logan Paul is going to, because like we said, as much as we hate it, he is now in these conversations of thing a little bit. And I'm interested to see where this goes for him. And I think a feud between Logan Paul and CM Punk is not as bad as some people might think. I might be kind of interested in that, to be honest.
I don't want to waste it as Punk's Mania feud.
No, I don't want it to be Mania. I don't want it to be Mania.
If it were me, right, and this is me, right, I would book a triple threat between Seth, Roman, and Punk for Mania.
I agree.
It's the closest we're ever going to get to a Shield triple threat. 1 and 2, quite frankly, that will main event whatever night it's on. So you know what? I'm sat for it. Seth will not win that match, and it'll be great. And you know what?
I think Seth and Roman will cancel itself out, and they'll be so involved that Punk wins. Punk wins, and Punk will have his WrestleMania moment, which is what he wants.
Exactly. I think that's going to happen. And I also think that no matter if Jay chooses Cody, he's not, or Gunther, he will. It's going to be fantastic to see.
Jay wins.
I just want to reiterate, Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso will be our next WWE champion. Just saying. Yeet. I'm calling it now, and I'm calling it here. Huh?
World Heavyweight Champion.
World Heavyweight Champion.
World Heavyweight Champion.
I'll call it now. He will be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeet.
Period. My only disappointment in this match, well, it's two. One, we did not get Randall, Lakeith, Leroy Jackson Orton to show up at this Rumble. I miss Daddy. Daddy needs to be back, and I need Randy Orton back like ASAP. And I knew he wasn't going to be in the Rumble when he didn't even show up for the Kevin Owens Cody Rhodes match. I was like, Randall is not here. Randall is not here, and I'm annoyed. Second of all, my other disappointment, why was Trick Willie not involved in this Royal Rumble? Why was Obafemi not involved in this Royal Rumble? Why was there not enough NXT men involved in this Royal Rumble? Because as much as I know we had a lot of people and less room for, it's still, we should have had some NXT representation in this match, and it should have been Trick Willie. I'm just saying.
I think if it were up to me and I got to do anything in this match, I would have cut the Miz out
Absolutely.
And replaced it with Obafemi. Personally, Obafemi, just because he's the NXT champion and we have that like tradition of the NXT champion being in the Rumble. But I will say, I'm not mad about the amount of NXT representation on this card because we got 5 NXT women in the Women's Royal Rumble. But
I'm mad.
I wish there was at least one person here. This is one of those years, though, it was so top heavy. And like,
we could have done without some people. We could have done without some people. We could have done without The Miz. Sorry. We could have done without Santos Escobar. Sorry. We could have done without Logan Paul for real, because I am.
We can always do without.
Always do without Logan Paul.
We could have done without Ludwig Kaiser. As much as I like Ludwig Kaiser,
right? Ludwig Kaiser could have not been.
I liked what they did with him in this match. I thought it was fun, and honestly, something I really enjoy about this match is whenever they're like, "Dude, you're not going to have a ton of time in this match," they give them the opportunity to be like, "Okay, how about this? How about I wait outside the ring and I'm scouting it, and the second I get in there, somebody eliminates me." Right? Great. I loved all of that, and I also love the fact that it was Penta eliminating him. Good on you, Penta. And also, I want to shout out Penta real quick. He was the Iron Man in this match, 42 minutes, very impressive. They are really pushing this man,
and they should,
as they should. I'm thrilled to see it too, though. I just want to get with the merch, you kind of have to support who you love. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do with him. I thought he was going to eliminate Braun Breaker personally, because I think they're setting the two of them up for an IC title match in the near future, but not mad. We could have done without Shinsuke Nakamura in this match, because how the hell is Braun Breaker going to be portrayed as one of the most dominant people in this match as the IC champion? Nakamura's in here for 3 minutes, 0 elimination. He's the US champ.
Right.
With this really cool aura mystique to him about him right now.
Right.
And, this completely devalued Nakamura to me. As much as I love Nakamura.
It really did.
That could have been literally anybody from NXT in that same spot with that same amount of time, and nobody would have batted an eye.
Right.
I'm not saying it should have been, but it could have been.
It could have been. But see, here's the thing. I think they're pulling away from Nakamura because I feel like Nakamura's about to have a new feud, and his name is Big Jim. Just saying. Just gonna put that out there. Just putting that out there. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
But
I really hope that Jimmy wins that belt at Mania.
Yes. Oh,
because
that would be cute.
Because granted, I think they could do it at Elimination Chamber, but I kind of don't want them to. I want them to wait until Mania, because I think that's going to be a better story for him. But I will also say though, but as much as I love you, your bro's kind of kicking you in the dirt on this one.
I mean, here's the thing. As much as they don't care. They aren't sitting here who's doing better. They so proud of each other that it doesn't matter. And when one is thriving and surviving, they thriving and surviving. So I love that for them. Also, we are glossing over someone who kind of came in this Royal Rumble and chewed it up, and his name is Jacob Fatu. Yara mean, like Yara mean.
If we don't get the triple threat with Seth, Roman, and Punk, I better be getting Jacob Roman at WrestleMania. I better, because the face-off between Jacob and Roman. Also, Jacob Fatu only got 4 eliminations in this match. I'm not saying he should have had more. I'm not saying any of that, but he was fantastic. I think personally, and this is just me, they should have swapped a few places around, had Damian Priest come out earlier and have him eliminate Damian Priest.
Yes.
Because they had that segment on SmackDown this week featuring one of my favorite lines in recent programming, which is, "I know your hair got braids, but don't get it twisted."
Yeah, babe, man.
Jacob is so good. God, I love this man.
What I tell y'all,
did you hear the Fatu chants at home?
Yes. I'm gonna tell y'all, I love Jacob. I have his whole promo he cut on Saturday Night Main Event memorized. It was so dang good. This man knows how to cut a promo. I love him. I am a fan. I'm gonna tell you now, there's nothing you could do to make me hate Jacob Fatu. I ain't gonna hate him. I'm just not. I love that man. And Bloodline 2.0, Bloodline original, he's still Bloodline. So I'm a Bloodline girly. I'm eating him up. I love me some Jacob Fatu. Period. And that backstage, if y'all hadn't seen the backstage footage from Jimmy's Instagram after Jay won, and he came backstage and Jimmy was like, he was just like crying and hugging him and everything else. And then Jacob came out with his Yeet shirt on and he was hugging him and gave him the lay and then gave him his shirt. Love that family. I love that family. They like, yeah, we fight in the ring, but that's TV. We family back here. Period.
I have to wonder when they told Jay that he was winning the Rumble.
I think the day of. I think they tell everybody the day of Royal Rumble that they are going to win.
Yeah, because when if I'm Jay and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be in the Rumble. I just had a World Title match last week though.
Yep.
I figured, it's probably gonna be Punk or Cena. Just from what everyone's saying, from what it seems like, the betting even. I cannot undersell. One, this is the biggest surprise win in the history of the Rumble. But it is beautiful to see. I'm also really excited for the story they're going to tell with Jay and Gunther.
Me too.
Because I think there is such room here for Gunther to be like, dude, congrats. You won the Rumble. Congratulations. But I just beat you a week ago. Why are you coming for me again? It wasn't even that hard for me.
Right. Gunther, it wasn't that hard.
You're not Randy Orton.
Cody.
You're not Randy Orton.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, I know you're friends with Cody and all, but I'm going to beat you again. You're going to waste the biggest opportunity of your career.
Yep.
And I'm going to again prove that you're nothing but a tag team guy.
Yeah.
And remember, I told you a while back, I feel like I told you, I've been wanting them to give the opportunity to win the Rumble to a mid-carder, right?
You did.
I don't think Jay is a mid-carder. I want to make that abundantly clear, but they're basically going to tell the same story here.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad.
Nope. This is as close to a mid-carder as we're going to get in a long time, I think.
Also,
but yeah,
the fact of the matter being that they baited the hell out of us with that title match on Saturday night.
Yep.
Those bastards. I'm so proud of you, Paul. You did such a good job.
You did such a good job, John. Look, good job, Triple H, Paul. You did great.
Future Hall of Famer, Triple H. Congratulations, Triple
H. Yes. Literally really coming up. But yeah, I think that's such a great story that they're going to tell. Gunther is going to get on Jay's neck the entire time from here till Mania. You don't want to pick me. I already beat you. You will lose. You're a tag team guy. There's nothing you can do. And Jay's going to take it in and take it in and take it in. He probably going to get beat up by Gunther from week to week, just taking it in, taking it in, taking it in.
And then he's going to win the world title.
He's going to win the world title in Mania. And it's going to be sweet. And it's going to be beautiful. And I will be screaming my head off. Period. Yeah. I will have a Yeet shirt by Mania. I'm going to say that. I will have a Yeet shirt by Mania. Period.
Are you going, right?
I want to go. I'm just like I wanted to go to Indianapolis, but these tickets are ridiculous. Yeah. Tickets are insane. So I don't know. I don't know.
But let us know what you all thought about this Rumble down below, because quite frankly, I'm going to be biased no matter what. I'm going to love everything that happened no matter what. And I think Lana's going to be happy with the outcome of the Men's Royal Rumble no matter what. So
I love this Mania. I mean, this Royal Rumble. I'm going to be honest. I had such a great time watching it. I thought it was a good one. If I was grading it, it would get an A for me. Not an A+, but it would get an A.
I would give it an A- only because I thought the tag match kind of dragged, and I don't like Charlotte winning. But like, again, minor nitpicks. I think that this entire this card was great. I was really excited. The experience was incredible. And this is something I'm never going to forget. Like, I am never going to forget this night. It was incredible to be there. It was even incredible to wait in that cold outside for an hour in that line. Also, I haven't been to Indianapolis before, so being there was really cool too. I love Indianapolis. It was great. So let us know what you all thought about it down below, because we want to hear from you. What did you think? Who did you think should have won the Men's Royal Rumble if it wasn't Jay? Who do you think should have won the Women's Royal Rumble if it wasn't Charlotte? Do you think Kevin should have beat Cody? Do you think MCMG should have beat DIY? Do you think the Street Profits are heel now? Let us know, because quite frankly, I don't know myself.
I don't know.
How happy are you that AJ Styles theme music is back from a scale of 10 to 10? Because that is the correct answer.
Period. But y'all know what to do. So hit the subscribe button too. While you're in the comments and letting us know all those things, hit the subscribe button as well. And we'll appreciate you to subscribe to this channel and all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, and all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Brook and myself, and you can always get your merch at LanaGsCreations.etsy.com. And we're going to get out of here because we're tired. So cheers. Yeet, by the way.